Hi, YouTube. What I'm about to talk about is something that I personally don't talk about a lot. I've been very open with you guys about my insecurities and my depressive disorder and my anxiety disorder and my ADHD, which is why I'm on Adderall. But I haven't really talked about um, my problem with like my weight because it's just something that I don't really know how to talk about, to be honest. Like, hi David, hi Lazy Princess. Lazy Prince, honey, girl. Um, oh yeah, I have a glass of wine. This is my best friend right now. So, and I really didn't think about this truly until a couple minutes ago. Um, I was walking upstairs and I walked into my room and I had left my TV on because I was watching SpongeBob earlier. Like, don't judge. When I'm bored, I watch whatever. So, so you know how when you leave it on Nick, how at night it's like Nick at Night or whatever, and there's Friends and then there's Full House. So Full House was on, and it was an episode where DJ decides to starve herself for 3 days so that she could look good in a bathing suit for her friend's party. And I had walked in like right as like the whole, not really when it started, but like probably the middle of the episode. I walked in when she got caught by her sister, like not eating food and spitting food out and giving it to the dog. And I kind of stopped and I started thinking because for a while now, I haven't really been diagnosed with like an eating disorder because I don't have any. Please wait. I don't have any like signs of like other than like the dramatic weight loss, but that's my Adderall. So it's like I don't really have like a full blown eating disorder, but I've noticed that with my Adderall, because I don't eat, I don't really think about eating, and I can literally go all day without eating. Um, I can literally live off of one meal a day. And I started thinking about it like more and more. And like, is that normal? You know, like, because I've been taking like Adderall and many different types of ADHD medication since I was in the first grade. So when I was younger, if you guys look at what I used to look like when I was younger compared to like what I look like now, I was skinny. In fact, my doctor said that I was underweight, and they tried to get me to actually gain weight because I was so underweight. Um, which they did, but I guess I just ended up losing it again. I don't know. I really wasn't. I really wasn't like as fat as I was. To be honest, I wasn't fat. Like I didn't have this problem right here. I didn't have the belly. Like I was perfect. You know what I'm saying? I could wear crop tops and look normal. And when I reached high school, specifically my senior year, after I passed PE, and I didn't need PE anymore. Well, I was still on Adderall, but I think towards the end of the year, I ended up stopping my Adderall because I really didn't need it. I figured I'm graduating, like, I mean, yeah, I'm just doing like general ed in college. So I mean, like, I don't know. What happened was I think I ran out, and my dad wanted to do an experiment to see if I still needed my Adderall. So I didn't take it for a while, and when I stopped taking it, I started to gain weight a lot. And my breaking point was when I could no longer fit into any of my old clothes. And it was like the hardest thing. Um, for me, because I would hear it from people all the time. I have like family members tell me like, "Oh my God, you've gained weight," and then um, what really got me was I was on this app called Monkey. It was, yeah, one was called Monkey and one was like some other app. And it's basically when you video chat with like random strangers, kind of like Omegle, but like on the phone, and it's kind of like FaceTime. And I was on there with my friend, and a bunch of people kept telling me how fat I was over and over again. Every person that like saw me made a comment about my look, how I looked. And when you have a depressive disorder and you hear people making comments about you, how you look, let me tell you, it doesn't help. And so I think that's why my depression ended up getting worse, because I wasn't even like loving myself. Like, I hated the way I looked. I didn't like it at all. I struggled with it. And it was the hardest thing for me to deal with. And I tried to go to the gym. I tried. It's hard when you have depression because you don't have motivation to do anything, and when you gain all this weight and you hear all the time how you're gaining weight, how you're fat. My grandma would come over and she would tell me like, "Oh my God, like you look fat today. What happened? Why is your belly big today?" And it's just like, it's so hard. And I remember my parents, one of them asked me like, "Do you want to get back on your Adderall again?" Because I was telling them about class and stuff. And I was like, honestly, like I don't know, but I did look good. I did have a good body when I was on it, so I wouldn't mind getting back on it, if it meant that I could look good. And they're like, "No, we're not going to have you get on it to lose weight. Like, you have to be on it for your ADHD, not for weight loss." But it was just like, my weight just became a problem for me, and it was hard to look at myself in the mirror because I literally looked pregnant. I looked like I was in my second trimester, and I actually had people asking me like, "Are you pregnant?" Like, and I couldn't like wear pants or underwear properly because my stomach was so big that it would fold over. So it was hard. And then recently I made the decision to get back on my Adderall because I need it for my class. I can't concentrate. So I started taking my Adderall again. And I started to lose weight a lot. And one thing that I've noticed about my weight loss and about the Adderall is that a lot of people have become very concerned about my eating habits because I don't eat a lot. I don't. Um, Adderall takes my appetite, so I'm not really hungry. And if I take it before breakfast, I will miss breakfast and lunch. So I literally will have one meal a day. So a lot of times, what I try to do is eat breakfast first, then take it. So that way, I'm at least missing one meal instead of two. Sometimes I'll make myself eat lunch. Other times I don't. If I'm not thinking about it, I don't worry about it. Um, but it's hard because it's like I don't really know what to do because I like that I'm losing weight, which is another thing because I've been thinking about bumping up my dose because I'm noticing that I'm getting tired really like I'm getting really tired like in the afternoon, and I kind of don't like that because like I don't know. But then at the same time, you know if you're on a higher dose of Adderall, you have a chance of not only becoming addicted to the Adderall, but if I lose a lot of weight, I can become anorexic, and I don't know. It's just hard. And it's something that I deal with, and like I'm just telling you right now, I don't have like a eating disorder. I don't starve myself on purpose. I'm on medication that takes my appetite, um, and also um, I don't like make myself throw up or anything. Um, but I did try. I mean, there was a time where I literally had nothing but like protein shakes for like my breakfast and lunch. I'm telling you. And I dated people that were like, you're so beautiful. Don't let people bring you down, but it's hard. It's hard, and it's hard when you're a little person. I feel like because if I was like 6 feet tall and I had gained weight, I feel like nobody would notice. But because I'm 4'11" and I gained weight, it's like, oh, you're fat. Like, you know, hi Superman. So it's like a hard battle for me. And I don't know. And I realized now that I'm on my Adderall and now that I've lost weight, when I'm hearing, you know, when I'm hearing these people coming up to me saying like, "Oh my God, you've lost weight. Look at you!" Like it makes me feel good. It makes me happy. But then at the same time, I feel like a cheater because it's not like I'm losing the weight from like diet and exercise. I'm losing the weight from a pill that I'm taking for ADHD, which I have ADHD, but still. Um, I mean, I'm currently like I have a man like we're not like officially dating, but like I'm seeing someone, and he yeah, she's like my online sister. She's not like my biological sister. Um I'm seeing someone and he makes me happy and he tells me all the time like, I like that you're short and you have I like that you have this like cute belly, but I don't like my belly. And it's like annoying me. You know, I remember when I first realized that I was losing weight, I was so happy. And I'm not sitting here to say like, oh, if you're fat, you're nothing. Like, no, like you're obviously beautiful, but I have issues. And I wanted to make this video because a lot of people like to come on here and make comments, directly at me, telling me that I'm fat and I'm this and I'm that. And I just wanted to like make this video because there's people out there that have mental illnesses. And when you tell them that they're fat, when you tell them that they're ugly, when you tell them that they're this and that, just know that, you know, it doesn't feel good and it's going to make them want to hurt themselves, kill themselves or whatever. It's not easy. And, luckily for me, I don't have depression anymore. So, but I mean, it's just like when you call me fat, it's not a good feeling. You know? And I started to do research on like anorexia and all that, um, because I wanted to see if like I had it, you know. And obviously I'm not, and I'm grateful for it. I'm not like skinny like a skeleton. Um, but it's not easy. And like right now, I'm on my period, so I'm very emotional. But like I really haven't thought about like my weight and all that until I saw this episode of Full House, and I'm like, holy shit! Hi, Charlie. Um, I'm like, holy shit! Like, what if, you know, I don't know, because like this guy that I'm seeing, he he's worried that I don't eat a lot, and when he gets mad at me, like if I don't eat. Like the other day, he called and he was like, "Hey, did you have dinner?" And I accidentally said no instead of yes, because I did have dinner, but I didn't hear him correctly. And I'm like, "No," and he goes, "No, what do you mean no? I want you to eat. Go eat." And I'm like, "Oh wait, I meant yes. My bad. I had I told him what I had, and he was like, oh okay." Like everyone who knows me, they know that I don't eat a lot, and I don't know why I don't eat a lot. I wish I could eat like a normal person. You know, I can't finish my plate unless I'm like starving. Um, but even then, sometimes I can't finish my plate. Like it's hard. And I don't know. But yeah, it's something that I am dealing with, and I'm grateful that I can sit here and say that I'm not anorexic, I'm not bulimic. But I worry about it because, I do get lightheaded a lot. And I've always wondered if it's because I don't eat a lot, you know? Because when I wasn't on my Adderall and I was fat, I had an eating problem. I would eat when I was bored and I didn't like it, but I couldn't control it. And I thought for the longest time I had like a binge eating disorder because I literally ate when I was bored. And so now that I'm on Adderall and I'm losing weight and I'm not eating when I'm bored because I can't eat because I have no appetite, like it's awesome. But at the same time, it's like, you know, Right now, my babe is at work, so like and I haven't really talked to him about this either, but because I really don't know how to like approach him about it because like I said, I don't have an eating disorder. I don't like I was never diagnosed, so I don't want to like text him and be like, "Hey, I think I have an eating disorder." Like, you know, but it's hard because I'm different from like most people and I have like all these like mental illnesses, I have like really bad anxiety, so like I can't ride like roller coasters and stuff because they freak me out and they give me anxiety attacks. And um, yeah, I'm just too different, and that's what made it really hard. But I'm glad that he's stressed with me. You know what I'm saying? Because like there's a lot of guys out there that like don't want to handle, that don't want to be with like women like me that have all these issues. Like I remember I posted something on Instagram like it would be nice to be with someone that like understood me, and someone replied and was like, I don't want to be a therapist. So it's like I'm glad that my babe like he's concerned. Like even when I'm on my period and I get like really bad mood swings, he doesn't like it when I'm sad. And it's like right now is such a shitty time because my grandfather's sick and they found a tumor where his esophagus ends and his stomach begins, and it's scary because he's a cancer survivor, so we're afraid that his cancer might come back. By the way, this is sweet wine, just to clarify, because I cannot drink regular bitter wine. So, but if you bring me a bottle of sweet wine, I will be your best friend. My babe sexily. And like, I don't know. I've been doing like a lot of research because I don't like going to my psychiatrist or my therapist. I don't trust them. Yeah, I don't really see my therapist anymore. I and my psychiatrist, I don't trust him because with I have Kaiser, and with Kaiser, like they switch out your therapist and your psychiatrist and your doctor like every other year. So it's like he's my psychiatrist for right now, and then I'm gonna get another one, and I don't like that because then they don't really know me. All they know is what I'm being diagnosed with. They don't know me personally, so it's like all they have is my medical records. I don't trust my psychiatrist at all. Hi, Charlie. That's my dog, Charlie. And the thing about Instagram, which I like and I don't like at the same time, is that there's a community for everyone. If you're anorexic, you can really go hashtag anorexic. And there's so many different hashtags and so many different people that post about their anorexia, if you have depression, which is what I have. Well, not really as bad. You can like hashtag that. So I think I'm gonna end this and go downstairs and eat dinner, and then maybe go live again. I have body dysmorphia. You don't know what means body dysmorphia? It's a mental illness involving obsessive focus on a flawed appearance or perceived flaw in appearance. Yeah, I have body dysmorphia with my weight. Thanks to all you assholes out there that have been calling me fat for years. Hope you're happy. But anyway, Charlie, wanna say hi, Charlie? Say hi, YouTube. Charlie, look at how handsome you are. Oh, you probably can't see, but he brought his balls. Hold up. He brought his balls in here. He wants me to play ball. See how he moves his head? You want me to play ball? Charlie, can I play with your ball? This guy is the reason that I'm happy. This guy, and obviously the support of my parents and my babe are the reasons that I'm happy, and my best friend. Oh, and my other dog. I just met you today. Anyway, I'm gonna go downstairs and eat dinner. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah, bye guys. Deuces.